thank you so much for tuning in today. So I will be showing you how I make my cinnamon sourdough pumpkin buns. So I'm starting with my fresh pumpkins, which I grow in my garden, and I will be adding some sugar to this pumpkin blend, and I'll be blending all of it together. So I believe I added some maple syrup, which is definitely optional, and some milk. So in order to make cinnamon buns, you definitely need some milk. And some people go ahead to add eggs, but I do not add eggs here. The pumpkin puree helped to be a substitute for the eggs. So if you're making ordinary sourdough cinnamon buns, then you would definitely need to add some eggs. So here you can see I'm adding my starter, which is very active and bubbly, and it is definitely the star of the show today. So pumpkin sourdough cinnamon buns are totally out of this world. I'm not even gonna lie, and it is not an exaggeration. It tastes so good. So I just mixed everything together here, and as you can see, I will be adding some flour. So you can use all-purpose bleached or unbleached flour in this recipe, and I believe that they will just work fine. You don't need to use bread flour. I don't know if anybody uses bread flour for cinnamon buns, but it's definitely possible to do that. However, it's more expensive than regular all-purpose flour, so I don't know why you want to do that. So just do the normal process of allowing your dough to double, and this is the next day. So usually when my house is a bit cold, I just do a little bit of the countertop proofing, and then I finish up my proofing overnight in the refrigerator, and then by the next day the dough is ready for shaping. So if this were bread, then it would go through almost the same steps. As long as it's done the first double, I will go ahead and do some shaping, and then it will be ready for shaping, and then the second rise, and then baking. So here you can see, so this dough was a bit stickier than normal, so I just had to add some more flour to help roll it out more easily, and it was just fine. You just need flour. So I believe it's better to make your dough overhydrated than making it stiff. So the stiffer dough is more difficult to work with and a bit more complicated to fix. So you just want to keep that in mind. So the filling is made of brown sugar and some butter and all things pumpkin spice. You can add cinnamon, allspice, some cloves, and all of that good stuff. So this is totally customizable. However, I will be adding everything I use in the description section for you to see. So you just add the filling and spread it out as much as possible, and it would be ready to roll and cut. So you just want to spread it out as much as possible, and in order to avoid leaks, you don't want to put it all the way up to the edges, but just make sure that you spread it out so that each section is nicely covered with the filling. So this particular part of the dough was a bit more sticky. I should have added more flour, but then I quickly learned my lesson, and the second batch was better, and I'll just show you that in a minute. So usually when your dough is overhydrated, you just want to add more flour during the shaping process. And this is a much better place to be than when it's underhydrated and just too dense to work with. So I would go ahead and do the same thing that I did in the first batch. And it's ready for cutting. I had cut some, and this is the rest of it. It's looking really good, and I just like how the swirls are showing. And I did do a second rise, and now you can see it's ready for baking. All the doughs are touching each other, and they are ready for baking. Yeah, the other one had a lot more space between each other than this one, so it's fine. So I'm just ready to add this in the oven and get ready for the yummy goodness. Yeah, I think my son was the one who came to help out here, and we would just sit back and wait. All right. So now this is the result. I just did some cream on top, and this was just too delicious. I hope you try this and let me know how it turned out. I'll leave the description in the section for you. Have a good day.